Yes, good evening and welcome back to match number 2 of the Bandra South category of the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's the Rebels Football Club versus the Knights. Both the table toppers. It's the Knights standing on the first position with 9 points. 3 matches that they've played and they've won all 3 of them. Whereas the Rebels are on the 4th position in the leaderboard with 5 points. Just a quick summary of the Knights' performance so far. The first match they played against the Gladiators, they won it by 2-0. Second against All Monsters, 1-0, and then against the Hoover Scrunchers that they convincingly defeated them 3-1. It's Karl, Gaurav and Karan, the goal scorers for the Knights in the previous 3 matches, but this is an all new day and it's going to be Rebels Football Club who will be looking for their victory. It's the Rebels in the orange jersey, scoring from the right of your screen to the left. Whereas, of course, the Knights in the white jerseys from the left of your screen to the right. Over the goal post there. No chance whatsoever for it being converted. The Rebels versus the Knights. Rebels owned by Gaurav Gupta. The Knights owned by Anuj Jain. Passing it on. It's the Knights. Back pass, good keeping position, taken over by the Rebels. Rebels in the orange jersey, Knights once again. Passing it on. Knights out of the playing area there. It's going to be a kick in. Going to kick in for the Rebels in the penalty area. How close was that? Super header that was. How close that was for the first goal of the match for the Rebels. A super effort that was. A brilliant header that was from jersey number 6 of the Rebels, and that's Salil Mahajan. In the meanwhile, it's a free kick for Karan of the Knights. It's the Knights who are the table toppers. 3 matches, 3 victories in the penalty area. Nicely collected by Imran, the goalkeeper of the Rebels Football Club. Rebels owned by Gaurav Gupta, whereas the Knights Football Club owned by Anuj Jain. The goalkeeper for the Knights is Chaitanya Agarwal. The goalkeeper for the Rebels is Imran Chaiwala. Rebels, handball perhaps. Yes, that's exactly what the chief umpire, the chief referee Kshitij Tambe has nicely spotted, and says that's going to be a free kick for the Knights. The Knights in the white jersey. It's Tambe just in the way there, but that's what happens. It's still the Knights with the possession. Passing it on. Back to Chaitanya Agarwal. Nice lob there by Chaitanya. In the penalty area, chance for the Knights. No, it's again gone begging. We need to see goals. We haven't seen a single goal scored so far. We are at 8:10 in the evening Indian Standard Time. The first match was 0-0. It ended with no goal scored. And the second match, we definitely expect goals being scored from the Knights Football Club. They are the table toppers. Is that a handball? Yes, it is. So that's going to be a free kick now from the nearer ends for the Knights. Is going to be jersey number 10 to take responsibility of the free kick, and that's Karan Bhujbal, who is one of the goal scorers for the Knights Football Club. The right footer stays on the ground, cross coming in, just not on target. Just not on target there. Disappointment for the Knights. The meanwhile, it's going to be Imran Chaiwala with the goal kick. Just looking around. The 5th minute that we have entered. The next match is going to be the Hoover Scrunchers versus the Gladiators. Interesting match there again. We're getting a live action on the Bodog Roots Premier League, thanks to our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog, branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, and of course our beverage partner Raw Pressery, and our broadcasting partners are One Play Sports. And the matches on Wednesdays and Thursdays of the Bandra North and Bandra South Division are being played at the St. Andrews Turf Park. And tomorrow, we'll be meeting you at the Jamna by Nursi, 6:45 p.m. onwards Indian Standard Time till 10 p.m. in the evening IST for the Juhu Division of the Boardwalk Roots Premier League. In the meanwhile, Imran with the goal kick there. Position taken over by Knights. Is that a corner? Yes, it is. Yet another corner won by the Knights for themselves. But they haven't been able to convert so far. It's still 0-0, 6th minute that we have entered of the 4th week of the Bandra South Division of the Boardwalk Roots Premier League. Nice lob coming in, header, and it's a corner again. It's a corner on the nearer end of your screen, on the right side of the nearer end of your screen, still for the Knights. It's 0-0. With the right footer in the penalty area, could have been close. Yes, it definitely could have been close. But just not on target once again for the Knights. It was once again that man, jersey number 10, Karan Bhujbal, in the thick of actions. He's been the goal scorer for the Knights Football Club in the previous 3 weeks, where they played against the Gladiators, All Monsters, and of course against the Hoober Scrunchers. But this time around, the 7th minute, and still no goal. On the attack, good work on the attack for the Rebels. But there was super stuff by Chaitanya Agarwal. It was 1 versus 1. But that was definitely the moment of the match. That was goal written all over it for the Rebels Football Club. But in between was Chaitanya Agarwal. And here again, it was Imran Chaiwala there. So it's been fabulous stuff by both those goalkeepers. In the meanwhile, the referee just saying that it was a deflection from Imran's palms, from Imran's gloves. So it's going to be a corner for the Knights Football Club. The Knights owned by Anuj Jain. Nice header. How close was that? But Imran might have had a head being banged right onto his face. So Imran Chaiwala is down. We have physio stationed. Yes, the referee Kshitij Tambe just calling on for the physio. That definitely was an aggressive tackle, but that's what happens with the corner coming in at close quarters. Still 0-0 for the Rebels Football Club and the Knights Football Club. Imran looks to be okay. That's the scene we like to see in the game of football. That there's an injury here and there, that's absolutely fine. But eventually it should all end with no injuries and no serious injuries. The physios are present, stationed at the St. Andrews Turf Park. But we always hope that the physios are not put to use. Yuri, that's number 5, good cross coming in. So it's been the Rebels Football Club with 2 chances on goal in the last 2 minutes, but they haven't been able to convert. Passing it along, keeping possession. The Knights from Milap, passing it on. D'Souza it was. Param in the clutter. D'Souza once again, just number 15 of the Knights. Is that a penalty? Yes, it's been signalled as a free kick for the Knights. Unhappy with the decision given by the Kshitij Tambe, but that's what happens in football, that the decisions given by the referees are seldom liked by the team against whom the decisions have been given. But they'll have to just keep on going ahead with the game. It's 0-0. Rebels versus the Knights Football Club. The Knights Football Club are on the top of the table with 9 points, 3 matches that they've played. They've won all 3 of them. First against Gladiators, they won 2-0. Then against the All Monsters, 1-0. And then against the Hoober Scrunchers, they won it by 3-1. Whereas for the Orange Army, the Rebels Football Club, it's been 5 points in 4 matches. The first match that they played was against All Monsters. They won it 1-0. The second against Hoober Scrunchers, that was a draw of 3-3. And the third against HRX, again a draw 2-2. So there's yet to face a defeat. Both these teams undefeated in the Roots Premier League. How close was that? Is that a goal? Yes, it is. Nicely converted. And that's the first goal of the evening. And it's Knights Football Club who have converted. It was jersey number 14 there, Karl Malau, with the goal that he just scored. Just get confirmation in a bit. It's 1-0 nonetheless, the advantage for the Knights Football Club. Anuj Jain owned the Knights Football Club, and as the tradition goes, yes, it is Karl Malau who scored the first goal in the 11th minute that he has scored the goal. Is Karl Malau, and that's 1-0 advantage for the Knights Football Club. Chaitanya Agarwal with the ball there. Good kick, position given over to the Rebels. Rebels with the right footer in the penalty area, can be dangerous, 1-on-1. Now unlucky. How unlucky. Off the goal post it goes. Chaitanya was stationed there, but how close that was. That could have been a super finish and the match would have been on. It's still on. It's been exciting stuff. It's 1-0 the lead for the Knights, but the Rebels Football Club are not far behind either. They haven't faced a defeat so far, and so have the Knights. It's been all victory for the Knights Football Club, and the 3 matches that the Rebels have played, they have won one of them and they have drawn 2 matches have been draws. It's 1-0 the advantage for the Knights. In the 11th minute, it was Karl Malau who converted a close chance into a goal. In the meanwhile, once again, it's the Rebels Football Club with the kick in the penalty area. Can be dangerous, chance for scoring. He does. Nicely done there. Subtle stuff with the right footer. The tall man, tall lanky guy that he is. Nicely done. Jersey number 21 of the Rebels Football Club it is. Football Club, and he's just not scored a goal, but he scored the equalizer for the Rebels Football Club is Sergio. So it's 1-1 in the 13th minute that we're entering. Again on chance, so this has been exciting stuff. The first match wasn't as exciting as what we're seeing now. The Knights and the Rebels, the table toppers are the Knights, started the proceedings with the first goal that was scored by Karl Malau in the 11th minute, and then came an equalizer in the 12th minute from Sergio. So it's 1-1 at the 13th minute that we're entering. It's a match of 50 minutes, 2 hours of 25 minutes each, and we're exactly at the halfway stage of the first half. It's going to be a kick in for the men in white. That's the Knights Football Club. In the penalty area, no trouble whatsoever for Imran. Straight to Imran, nicely collected. With the right foot, a good ball there, good cover. D'Souza it was. Can that be a counter attack by the Orange Army? No, it's not. Good stuff once again by the Knights. It's the Knights versus the Rebels. Rebels once again on the attack. Is that an outside? Yes, it is an outside. It's going to be a kick in for the Rebels Football Club. They just got a goal a couple of minutes back in the 12th minute thanks to Sergio Sierra. That's going to be a kick in for the Rebels Football Club. With the right foot, the kick in is as good as free kicks, and that's what adds the spice in the Bodak Roots Premier League. Nice ball taken, out of reach. It's going to be a lame just goal kick for Chaitanya Agarwal. He's been brilliant. A couple of chances that he saved have been super by Chaitanya Agarwal. Knights giving it away to the Rebels. Again, it's been a series of passes, perhaps a foul. Yes, it is. Perfectly observed by Kshitij Tambe. It was jersey number 10 of the Knights, Karan Bhujbal. But he's unhappy with the decision. That's exactly what happens. It's the referees, a thankless job that they keep on doing. The decisions seldom are liked by the team against whom the decision has been given. It's once again that man, Sergio Sierra, jersey number 21, the goal scorer. High on confidence, passing it around. Still keeping possession is Uri now. Passing it around in the penalty area. Could have been close. Header. Good work by Chaitanya Agarwal. Definitely saving a corner for his team. 1-1. The scoreline stays. 15th minute, and it's yet another free kick that has been awarded. That's a free kick for the Knights. It's 1-1 for the Knights as well as the Rebels. in the penalty area. Chance for scoring. Good work it is again by Imran Chaiwala. Good clearance as well. It's Oriol Vivet, jersey number 5 of the Rebels. Good stuff by Uri. Passing it along in the penalty area. Good ball there. Nicely cleared by the Knights. It was Girish Kamath. It was jersey number 26. Has given away a corner. But that's always better than conceding a goal. Is it going to be Oriel Vivet? It looks like it's going to be Oriel. Yes, jersey number 5, Oriel. He likes to be called him as Uri or Oriel Vivet. It is with the right footer. In the penalty area, chance for scoring. No, it's again out of the play area. Scoreline still says 1-1 in the 16th minute that we're entering now. It's still even Stevens, 16th minute that we're entering. It's 1-1 for the Knights as well as for Rebels. Rebels in the red jerseys in the penalty area. Chance for scoring. No goal scored. We just have the same scoreline. It's still 1-1 in the 17th minute that we're entering now. On the attack, still keeping possession are the Knights, the men in white. Passing it around. D'Souza not able to reach for that. And that's going to be kick in. Passing it around, again taken over by the Knights. Passed over to jersey number 14. That's Karl Malau, who's the goal scorer. The lone goal scorer for the Knights today. In the 11th minute, he converted in the right footer. No problems for Imran Chaiwala there. Nicely collected. Nice long pass coming in. Gautam, good header, keeping possession are the Rebels in the penalty area. Is that a corner? Is that offside? That was signal that was coming, but no, says the referee. And it's going to be a free kick, signals Kshitij Tambe. Yes, it's a free kick for the Rebels Football Club. Is it going to be Shah? Is it going to be Parmar? Is it going to be Gautam? It looks like it's going to be Shah. For sure, Akash Shah, one of the goal scorers, with the right footer that gets deflected off the wall. That's going to kick in. Still, it's the Rebels with the ball in control. 18th minute that we're entering into now. It's still the Rebels. With the right footer, nicely taken on the chest by the Knights. The ball in play, it gets deflected off Gautam. Yes, it's going to be a kick in for the Knights Football Club. Scoreline stays 1-1, 19th minute of match number 2 of the Bandra South Division of the Bodo Guruz Premier League. Getting you live action. And the matches are being played on the Wednesdays and Thursdays of the Bandra Division. Chance for goal! Not to happen. That was close again. Disappointment for sure for the Rebels. It was jersey number 2 of the Rebels, Amrit Punjabi. He'll be disappointed. Jersey number 7. Apologies, that is Gautam Taude. It was disappointment for Gautam. 19th minute that you're entering into. It's still 1-1, 1 goal apiece for the Knights as well as the Rebels Football Club. That was close again. Good work that is by Imran Chaiwala in the penalty area. Still it's the Knights. No, it's such again a chance gone big in 20th minute that we went into, and still 1-1. So in the meanwhile, there was a booking, a yellow card to Arjun Parmar, jersey number 88 of the Rebels Football Club, who has been booked. So that's the first booking of this match by Kshitij Tambe. In the meanwhile, the substitution, Amrit Punjabi, the name that I took mistakenly. Amrit Punjabi is now in play. That definitely is offside. Yes, Amrit Punjabi just trying his luck too hard there, but that was an obvious offside. Knights passing around to Malau. The only goal scorer for the Knights Football Club is Karl Malau. Gautam Passing it on. Possession taken by the Knights. Still passing it on, keeping possession. Gautam takes the position. Good work by Gautam there. He's onside for sure. Is that a foul? No, says the referee. It was a tumble. But play moves on, says the Kshitij Tambe. Knights passing it on. Keeping possession. Good work by the Knights so far. They'll have to get a lead. It's 1-all. The first goal that was scored in the 11th minute by Karl Malau. And then an equalizer in the very next minute by Sergio Sierra. And after that, we haven't seen a goal scored. It's been 1-all, 1 goal apiece. 21st minute that we are entering into of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Straight to Imran Chaiwala. Rebels once again on the attack. Offside call, but denied by the line referee. Passing it ahead, just did not have the desired support there. Jersey number 14 just not in place was Karl Malau. Has been brilliant so far on that occasion, and we might have a substitute, jersey number 5. Oriol Vivet, one of the goal scorers in the previous matches for Rebels Football Club, who comes in as a substitute, is Oriol, likes to be called as Uri. And that's going to be kick in. Yes, players just unhappy what's happening. Frustration perhaps because it's 1 goal apiece. It's going to be Knights. It's jersey number 10 of the Knights, Karan Bhujbal, who's also one of the goal scorers in the previous matches, with the header, but that's again a kick in from the nearer corners. A header out of play. It's going to be a free kick for the Rebels Football Club. Passing it on, keeping possession. Sergio passing it on. It's taken over by the Knights in the penalty area. Can be close. Good defense. Nicely defended by the Rebels Football Club. It's just 2.5 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. And that's going to be a corner from the further end. Chance for a header. No, missing it. Rebels still with the possession. Sergio passing it on, the lone goal scorer. Taken up, Karan passing it. It's still the Knights now. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Knights in the penalty area. Nicely cleared by Imran Chaiwala. Nicely done by Imran there. It's been brilliant goalkeeping by Imran and Chaitanya Agarwal. Haven't conceded haven't committed any mistakes there. They have considered a goal apiece, but they haven't committed any errors. Gautam, jersey number 7, right in front of me in the com box with the pass, the long pass there. Nicely done. It's still the Rebels with the possession. Passing it along. Oriol Vivet, was he kicked? Yes, he was. It's a definite foul. No booking coming in. Oriol is unhappy. It was a big tumble that he took. But yes, the referee says that's going to be just a free kick. Is it going to be Oriol or is it going to be Sergio taking responsibility of the free kick? Yes, it looks like it's going to be Sergio. Sergio Sierra, the goal scorer for the Rebels. Can he score the second one? Just a minute remaining. Off the wall, in the air. Good flight the ball has achieved. Passing it on. Back to Chaitanya Agarwal. Rebels. Just a 40 seconds remaining. It's the Bodog Roots Premier League. Thanks to our sponsors, our title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Pressery, and of course our broadcasting partner is One Play Sports. That's just going to be a goal kick for Imran Chaiwala of the Rebels Football Club. So that seems that we're going to come to the end of the first half with the scoreline being 1-all. It's 1-1 so far. Good ball there, header, and cleared away. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a corner. Perhaps the last attempt on goal in the first half for the Rebels Football Club. Nice ball coming in. Cleared away, and that's the whistle that we get from Kshitij Tambe. At the end of the first half, it's 1-all. 11th minute, Karl Malau converted, and equalizer coming in at the 12th minute from Sergio Sierra, and just a yellow card to Arjun Parmar. At the end of the first half, the Rebels won, Knights won. Yes, back live the second half of match number 2 of the Bandra South Division of the Bodog Roots Premier League, and it's the 4th week, and it's the Rebels Football Club versus the Knights Football Club. At the end of the first half, it was 1 goal apiece. The first goal that was scored in the 11th minute by Karl Malau, and an equalizer that came in the 12th minute from Sergio Sierra. Meanwhile, there's going to be a kick in for the Knights, who will be scoring from the right of your screen to the left now, whereas of course the Rebels will be from the left to the right. The Knights are in the white jersey, the Rebels in the orange jersey. The Knights there in the penalty area. Is that an offside? Oh, says the referee, all's fine. That's going to be a goal kick, and it's Imran Chaiwala, the goalkeeper. Yes, Imran Chaiwala, as I was mentioning, completing the point. Imran Chaiwala, the goalkeeper of the Rebels Football Club. The right footer straight from west coast to the eastern coast. From Imran to Chaitanya. Some passes in the middle there. Keeping possession, the Knights. Good tackles there. Nice to see. Good for the cameras there. A lot of pictures being clicked here. Keeping possession. Knights loads just didn't find the target. They was pushed, says Kshitij Tambe. Definitely was pushed. So yes, that's no booking. They have still seen only one booking in this match, and that was to Arjun Parmar, jersey number 88 in the first half, but none so far. It seems like it's going to be jersey number 10, Karan Bhujbal, taking responsibility of that free kick that was awarded to the Knights. No, it's not. The left footer came in from jersey number 5, Siddhant Sharma. Passing it along, keeping possession, the Knights. Good work there. Taken up by Shalin Gandhi. Passing it along. Nice long pass there, but did not have support. Was Sergio Sierra. Yes, being apologized for by his teammates, and that was Akash Shah, who's also one of the goal scorers in the previous match for the Rebels Football Club. Kick in coming in from a long distance, nicely taken up by the Knights. Cross coming in, does not have the required support, just did not have the support. That's going to kick in on the far end for the Rebels Football Club. On the attack, the Knights could have been a chance in the penalty area. And Imran, a wonderful save by Imran Chaiwala there. That could have been a goal had he not had that big, nice leap right over him. That was very close to the crossbar, but it was definitely entering the goal. But that was nicely palmed away by Imran Chaiwala. In the meanwhile, that's a corner for the Knights. And on the other side now, it's going to be a kick in on the far end. Right footer, again chance goes begging, just not on target with that corner. As I keep mentioning, very difficult to create opportunities in the game of football, but when you do, it's important for you to convert them. But this hasn't happened for the Knights a couple of minutes back. They had the corners, but just a lame miss that was. In the meanwhile, it's a corner. Is it being awarded? Yes, it's a corner that is awarded for the Rebels on the other side now. Yes, Rebels with the corner. Nice ball in the penalty area. Good header. That's a handball for sure. Perfectly spotted by Kshitij Tambe. That definitely is hand. And that is going to be a free kick. Is it for the Rebels Football Club? It was in the penalty area. So it's a spot kick, a penalty kick in for the Rebels Football Club. Big chance for them to score. It's Chaitanya Sharma, the goalkeeper for the Knights Football Club. Can he deny the chance? On the other hand, it's Arjun Parmar, jersey number 88, who might take responsibility. Yes, it is going to be Arjun Parmar. Arjun Parmar versus Chaitanya Agarwal there. That is close. This is exciting there. A penalty kick, there he goes, and it's a miss. Chaitanya Sharma has saved it. That's a big miss for Arjun Parmar. Chaitanya Sharma was standing there nice and confident, just with a flick of his wrists, and goes over the crossbar. In the meanwhile, that's going to be a corner for the Rebels Football Club. Good to see that again and again. That was so close. That was a chance that should have been converted, but the goalpost also is smaller here at the Bodak Roots Premier League, and it just could not be converted. Super stuff by Chaitanya Sharma. Shalin passing it on to Param. On the attack, keeping possession are the Knights Football Club. Always important to keep possession, and that's how you create those opportunities. It's only when you have possession is when you get the pressure on your opponents, and that's when you create those rare chances of converting those little chances into a goal. That was Harry Griffith with the disappointment that it has been signalled as an offside. Meanwhile, you might have a substitution for the Rebels. Yes, it's going to be Gautam, jersey number 7, Gautam Taude, who comes in as a substitute. Again, a quick reminder to all those who are joining us live on Facebook or YouTube for the Bodog Roots Premier League. No number of restrictions on the number of substitutions here. And of course, more importantly, there is no throw-ins. Once the ball is out, it is kick-ins. Just a couple of changes in the rules, but of course, the essence of the game of football being kept alive. It's the Knights Football Club versus the Rebels Football Club. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a corner on the far end for the Rebels. They've scored a goal thanks to Sergio Sierra in the 12th minute. With the left footer, chance! Chaitanya Agarwal it is again. Very difficult to beat Chaitanya. Is that a corner? Yes, no, it's a foul. It's a handball. So it's a foul, says Kshitij Tambe, the chief match referee here. Passing it around, keeping possession again, the Knights. Good one there by Arjun. The Rebels on the counter attack with the left footer, going for the chance. Again, good defense. That's been super defense by the Knights. And that's big thanks to Chaitanya Agarwal. He's been brilliant with the gloves in hand. Corner on the far end for the Rebels. In the orange jerseys, nice ball coming in, cleared away by the Knights. Nicely cleared. Chance for Param in the penalty area. Nicely done by Imran Chaiwala. That's what I've been mentioning. It's been brilliant goalkeeping by both the goalkeepers in this matchup, and that's the reason they are the table toppers. Are the Knights, who are on the first position with 9 points, 3 matches, 3 victories. And as far as the Rebels are concerned, they are 4th on the leaderboard. The goalkeepers Imran Chaiwala for the Rebels and Chaitanya Agarwal for the Knights Football Club. Nice pass. On the attack, the Knights Football Club. Chance! Still keeping possession. Given away. Yes, nicely done by Zay there. That was... so that's going to be a goal kick for Imran Chaiwala for the Rebels Football Club. Now, meanwhile, a substitution. It's going to be jersey number 21 of the Knights who comes in. And that's Gaurav Ochani. That's going to be offside. Yes, it is been signalled as an offside by the line ref. Nicely observed by the line referees. Keeping possession of the Knights. Passing it on. Gautam Siddhant. Passing it on to Param. Keeping possession. Back to Chaitanya. Chaitu is the call that is coming in for the pass. Always good to have nicknames, and all these players there on their jerseys, they have their nicknames, making it difficult for me to spot it, but that's how fun the game is. It's Chaitanya who likes to be called as Chaitu. Then a couple of Karan Kapadia yesterday who likes to be called as KK. That's a couple of these pet names, always good to have. Yes, once again, it's going to be jersey number 4 there of the Rebels, Ankit Zaveri, with the free kick. In the penalty area, but straight to Chaitanya Agarwal, no trouble. With the left footer, chance for goal. How close was that? Chaitanya was just off the mark there. A slight lapse in concentration. Very rare, but that's how it was for Chaitanya Sharma. But eventually, it was the score that wasn't on target. The ball wasn't on target. On goal, that could have been close for Imran Chaiwala. The kick that came in could have been close. It's 1-1, 37th minute that we are entering now. Offside signal, nicely observed by the match referee, the line referee there. It was Harry Griffith who was offside. The Knights passing it on to jersey number 5, Siddhant Sharma. Back pass to Chaitanya. Chaitanya clears it. Passes it on the attack over the Knights. Chance, good run there. Good alone run. Passing it along. Does not get the support. Good defense once again by the Rebels. That's been the highlight so far for both these teams. And that's been super defense. Is that a foul? Definitely it is. Is it a booking? No, it's not. No booking there. But that's going to be a free kick. Definitely a free kick for the Knights. That's what they need. It's the 37th minute that the match is completed. Entering the 38th minute. 12 minutes completed of the second half. That's going to a free kick from close quarters for the Knights. Hits the wall. Nicely defended. Very difficult there to clear the wall at this distance, but that is something that has to be in the back of the mind of the one who's taking the free kick. Yes, just frustration evident on the faces and also through their words that have coming in from the players. They are just not happy with the proceedings. Of course, 1-1 is not the desired result for both these teams, more so for the Knights, who are table toppers. They haven't faced a defeat. They have won all the 3 matches that they've played so far. This is the 4th match, and in the 29th minute now, and it's still 1-1. On the attack are the Rebels, but that's nicely observed by the line referee, and that's going to be an offside, says the referee. Unhappy is Ankit Zaveri of the Rebels Football Club. Kick in for the Knights. Passing it on, keeping possession. Giving it to Chaitanya. Chaitanya passing it on to Imran Kapadia. On the attack, perhaps, is Rebels. On the attack, Gautam with the left footer. Nice long pass. Will he load the trigger? No, that's been taken up by Girish Kamath. Super defense again. That's been incredible defense. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. It's a foul, and it is a booking that comes. Is it a red card? Yes, it is. So it's Arjun Parmar, jersey number 88. 2 yellows and results in a send-off. So Arjun Parmar has been sent off. Jersey number 88, Arjun Parmar. 2 yellows result in a red. So Arjun Parmar is out with 2 yellow cards, and thus it follows with a red card. So too aggressive a play, and Kshitij Tambe catches hold of him, and he is out of the playing area. Good work there by Chaitanya Sharma. Nicely defended. Super stuff by Chaitanya. He's been the one difference between the goal scoring opportunities for Rebels and the goal being actually scored. And that's Chaitanya Sharma there. Yes, it's jersey number 7, the goalkeeper for the Knights Football Club. And that's Chaitanya Agarwal. He's been the one major difference between the goal being scored and not for the Rebels Football Club. Corner there for the Rebels. Right footer in the penalty area. No, that's a chance gone. It was Sergio waiting for that. The lone goal scorer is jersey number 21, Sergio Sierra. But however, that's wasn't able to convert there. From the west coast to the east coast, back to west. Passing it on, back to Chaitanya Agarwal, the goalkeeper for the Knights, passing it on. Chance for them to regroup. That's the call that is coming in, that just to regroup can score those goals. It 8 a team aside, but it's 8, going to be 8 against 7 now. It's offside, says the referees. Yes, it's 7 now for the Rebels, as Arjun Parmar was yellowed twice. So he's been sent out with a red card that follows after 2 yellows. Chaitanya Agarwal there again. Nice, good clearance out of the playing area. And that's going to be a kick in for the Knights. Ball, poor ball, back to Shalin. Position taken over by Knights. 18th minute of the second half. That means it's the 42nd minute that we're entering to. 8 minutes remaining. Oh, that was a slip by Param. Unlucky. But that's how it happens as the evening progresses. The dew perhaps gets soaked in here at the turf park in St. Andrews. That results in a couple of slips. That's going to be a kick in. Chaitanya Agarwal quickly takes control of that. Passing it around are the Knights. Back to Rebels. Right footer. Good work by Chaitanya. Back pass there again. That was a brilliant right footer. But it was Chaitanya Agarwal once again. Man standing between the goal and it not being scored for the Rebels.
Gautam, look behind you, yeah? Superb, yeah.
Going to be kicking for the Knights. Entering the 19th minute of the second half. Means 44th minute. Nice taken off the goal post. Again on the rebound with the left footer goes the Knights. But still not able to get that goal. Desperate measures. A lot of advice coming from the dugout. But no goals in the second half. The only 2 goals that we've seen in the first half, 11th minute by Karl Malau, and an equalizer that came in the 12th minute from Sergio Sierra. It's the 45th minute that you have entered now. 5 minutes to go. A little more than 5 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. How close that was again in the penalty area. Good run that was by Harry Griffith. Was very close to getting the advantage for the Rebels, but not to happen. Harry Griffith it was. Very close to get that converted, but just not able to do it. Passing it around. Other Knights. Back to Melanius D'Souza. D'Souza, Sergio moving it, just losing the control. Girish loads inches above the crossbar. He had nobody in front of him, just the goalkeeper in sight and the goalpost. He loads the trigger, but above the crossbar it goes. Right footer, good ball in the penalty area there. Is it a offside? No, says the referee. Play moves on. Nicely passed on by Chaitanya Agarwal. Sergio with the right footer. Chaitanya there was completely in match awareness and he saves that. So Chaitanya Agarwal definitely has been the man to talk off in this match of the Bandra South Division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. We're in the week 4. Good pass coming in. Is that an offside? Yes, it's going to be a foul. It's a free kick for the Rebels. Quickly taken. They need to remember that there is no extra time, no penalty time. Nicely observed by the referee. Yet another offside. Yes, he's just being told by the referees to just slow things down in the 47th minute that we're entering. 21 minutes completed of the second half. Passing it around. keeping position. Nicely taken by the Rebels with the right footer. These are desperate measures. Desperate attempts. The players are unhappy. The Knights just having a discussion within themselves, and that's Girish Kama just unhappy with what his forward line is doing. For the Knights, it's 1-all. They still haven't faced a defeat. Are the Knights, all 3 matches that they've played in the previous 3 weeks, and they have won all 3. So this is uncharted waters for the Knights. It's an offside that has been signalled. Offside that has been signalled by the line umpire. Nicely observed. So that's just going to be a free kick for the Knights. As I was mentioning, uncharted waters for the Knights. They have played 3. They have won all 3 of them convincingly, 2-0, 1-0 and then 3-1 against the Gladiators, All Monsters and Hoovers Crunchers respectively. So this is desperate measures now. 47 minutes done. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. That's a foul that has been registered. In the meanwhile, that's going to be a card. Yes, it is. It's a booking. So yes, unhappy there are the Knights, but that's going to be a booking. In the 47th minute, in the 48th minute, pardon me, comes a booking, another booking from Kshitish Tambe. He's already sent a player off, and that was Arjun Parmar. It was Karan Bhujbal on this occasion with the yellow card. It was jersey number 10, Karan Bhujbal, who was booked by Kshitish Tambe. Exact 2 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. It's 1-all apiece for the Knights and the Rebels. Pass it around, still keeping possession. Knights on the goal. Passing it around, Sergio. It's the 48th minute now, 49th minute that we're entering into. Shoots. How close was that? Off the goal post. That was close. Chaitanya with that extended right leg. But it misses his legs. But eventually it makes contact with the goal post. 1-all. A little more than a minute remaining for the match to come to an end. Passing it back again with the left footer. On the attack, is it an offside? Yes, it is. Observed by the line umpire. Nicely observed there by the line referee. Quickly raises the flag. And that's going to be an offside there. Free kick for the Rebels. A few seconds remaining, exact 40 seconds remaining for the match to come to an end. Chaitanya again, nice with a big long throw. Back to Chaitanya. Exact 30 seconds remaining. Is it going to be a draw? The first draw for the Knights Football Club in the Bodog Roots Premier League. On the attack. Chance wasted. Knights were close there again. That was onside. Is it a foul? That says Kshitish Tambe. It's going to be a corner. Yes, it is a corner in the last few seconds for the Knights Football Club. This might be their last chance, and the whistle has been blown. And that's a 1-all draw in match number 2 of this evening of the Bodog Roots Premier League Bandra South category. Only 2 goals scored. 11th was by Karl Malau, 12th minute by Sergio Sierra, and that's it. 1-all is a draw between the Rebels and the Knights.